Hey, how everybody doing? We're live. This is our special holiday edition. It's going to be a little bit more condensed, a little bit more non-traditional, a little bit unconventional, but it was just too much going on. Because honestly, I had canceled this podcast, but my co-host said it was just too much going on over the weekend for us not to show up and show out. So, with no further ado, from the blowouts to the shootouts to all the games in between, we like to welcome everybody to Point Game. Okay, it was a very interesting weekend. What do you think?
I think so too. I really do, or whatever. Funny thing about the weekend is I was on my way back from DC, and I got in Greenville right around the time that the Cowboys game was about to start. And I was like, "Oh my God, I got to find somewhere to watch this game." And everything was closing early, and it just so happened E Dub come to the rescue. So I ended up watching the game with E Dub.
I got you. I got you. Now, yeah, I'm going to tag this weekend as um, the weekend of turnovers. There
Yeah,
was a
boy.
lot of turnovers in this weekend, and those turnovers literally just it sealed the game for some people. Um, because this is one of the on the fly off the cuff. I'm gonna go ahead and be honest with you. I can give you a game of the week, but I didn't contact my statistician, so I didn't get my numbers. I don't have no cheat sheet. I don't have my whiteboards ready. So I'm gonna just talk about a game of the week with me. I'm gonna give my game of the week. I'm gonna give it to the San Francisco 49ers and the Ravens. And the only reason why I give that game of the week because honestly, I including myself, but pretty much everybody in the world was giving 49ers as the team to beat. The 49ers was literally the gold standard in the NFL. And you had the Ravens. Now I did say last week that this game was the rubber match. This game will see who's the contenders and who's the winners and who's the pretenders. And it showed that right now, just for this one week, I mean, I can't say it'll be, next week will be the same thing, but for this week, I think the Baltimore Ravens, is the contenders. They are the ones, they are the gold standard right now, but that could change next week. What do you think? What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I agree with you 100% or whatever. Like me and Dub talked about it a little bit. Even though I felt like I gave the 49ers the edge, the closer and closer it got to game time. And then me and your pops talked about it on Christmas Day before the game. I wanted to change my mind a little bit because I knew I had never seen the 49ers have to deal with a mobile quarterback like Lamar Jackson and a mobile quarterback that can sit in the pocket and throw too. So we hadn't seen no film on the 49ers with a quarterback that moved. Well, Lamar Jackson, the only quarterback in the league with that skill set. So, but I still think that the 49ers are the best team in the NFC by far. Like I said, after what I've seen, I'm a diehard Cowboys fan. I don't think the Cowboys and the Eagles could put their players together and beat the 49ers. Still wouldn't beat
I got you. I can say, I did see some weaknesses on the 49ers.
them. Me too.
I always showed Brock Purdy some love. I felt like he was a cold-blooded assassin. He works on timing routes. A lot of his routes is thrown before Debo even turn around and come out as break. But last night, it showed me that he was human. I mean, he had a five turnover, a five interception, or five turnover day. He was to me was the pure out front runner since Dallas had lost twice. That I believe in wins and losses that he was pretty much the front runner for the MVP. But now I have to go back and re-strategize my pick because of five turnovers. I don't think an MVP candidate deserves a five turnover game and still should get the MVP. unless they thrown for 65 touchdowns
Yeah,
in a season.
especially in a game of that magnitude where you got
Exactly.
two
That was
teams with
number
a
one and number two
record.
team. That
Yeah,
was a
two
super. That
teams.
was pretty much. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead. You made me excited when you said that. Go ahead.
I was just saying, a game like that where you got two teams with identical records, everybody will call it might be a Super Bowl preview. And you
Mm-hmm.
go out there, hey, 'cause my nickname for him now is Apple Turnover.
The, the opportunity. Hey, I know that's right. Hey, look, I can't hate on that. I can't hate on that. Um, you know, and I would be remiss without saying there was some big losses this weekend. I mean, I know we ain't going by our regular format, but um, I'm just touching on a couple of different things. There were a couple big losses this weekend. One is like I'm not gonna run from it. I always been an Andy Reid fan,
Yeah,
and I would say one of the fifth sorriest teams in the league to me will be the Las Vegas Raiders.
yes,
But
Lord.
what I have to realize is since Antonio Pierce took that team over, it seemed like they are a team to be reckoned with because they winning more games than they losing since Antonio Pierce took the team over. So I don't need to look at them as that sorry team that I feel like they are because of their record. I need to look at them like I do the Bills. Appreciate what they doing now because I mean they beat a division leader this weekend, and
Right.
but that's telling me a lot about that's telling me a lot about those guys too. Those guys he's showing me that again, like I said, Eric the enemy, he was the heart and soul of their offense, and now that he's gone, they really don't have anybody that can game plan their offense to score any points and to look good at all.
Right.
So the Kansas City to me was a big bust this weekend. I'm gonna just run through the scores real quick because I got them up on my laptop. Saints were defeated by the Rams, 22-30. Uh, the Bengals, which was a big disappointment to me, they got ran out of the stadium. The Bengals lost to the Steelers, 34-11. The Bills beat the Chargers 24-22. Commanders lost to the Jets 28-30. The Lions beat the Vikings 30-24. The Browns still doing their thing 36-20 over the Texans 36-22. Packers with 33 to 30 over the Panthers. The Seahawks were 20-17 over the Titans. Colts was the Falcons was 29-10 over the Colts. Buccaneers was 30-12 over the Jaguars. I don't know what's happening to them, but I think their quarterback gone. All right, Dallas, which was a good game. I mean, it was a good game. Dallas got defeated by the Dolphins 20-22. Cardinals was defeated by the Bears 16-27. Patriots beat the Broncos 26-23. The Raiders were over the Chiefs 20-14. The Eagles was over the Giants 33-25. And the Ravens was over the 49ers 33-19. Now, did any of them scores jump out at you that you want to talk about real quick?
Um, I'll jump out at the Miami and the Cowboys game. I give credit to the Miami Dolphins. They played a great game. But again, this was one of them games that I don't feel like the Miami Dolphins won. We lost it. And I'm gonna say this: me and E-Dub talked about it. I cannot believe that we didn't manage that clock better than what we did. When we had that ball, I said we moving it too quick. I said we do not need to leave a whole bunch of time on that clock. Manage the clock. Man, clock management is so important in football. We already ain't got no defense for Tyreek Hill. You play up on him, he gonna outrun you. If you play off him, he'll do a little slant and catch it on the run. And so I already knew when we scored, I didn't even start celebrating because I said it's too much time on the clock. Two little quick little slants to my man, field goal is over with. And I don't like how in the first quarter we marched the ball right down the field and get to the 1 yard line and get a ball to a running back that I didn't even know was on the roster. That fullback on the 1 yard line.
Oh yeah, that play hurt. That play hurt. That hurt because it looked like to me y'all were going to take the game in control and run them off their home field, and that fumble hurt them.
That killed
yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And who is this guy? He ain't ran the ball all year. I'm a diehard Dallas Cowboy fan. I've never seen this guy on the field. Who is
he? I agree. Well, I mean, you got some more well-known running backs to be getting too cute like they did to bring in this guy. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And look, I don't even know if he ever. And I think they fumbled the exchange. I don't even think he ever even had the ball. I don't even think Dak even gave it to him. Because if you notice, when he handed it off, he crashes down in the ball way on the other side.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
That's why I threw that in the chat. Y'all didn't say nothing. I said, look like Jerry Jones paying this team off too or something. Which I was joking with it last year.
I saw that, but I didn't even respond. I was pissed off.
Yeah. Well, I knew it was going to show us, and I mean, not jumping on Dallas. I don't want y'all to think I'd be beating on Dallas because let's be for real. I put a picture up in our chat group. I can't get to it now, but it was like Dolphins was 0-3 playing against teams with winning records. Dallas was 3-1 playing against teams with winning records. So both of these teams had a winning record. All year I've been talking about Dallas and Miami don't beat the teams that got winning records. They beat the teams that they should beat, but they don't beat the teams that they need to beat. So I looked at it. This game was, let's see which team will, have enough fortitude to pull the victory out. And I noticed another thing. Dallas, Dak don't play good from behind. It just seems like he's pressing too hard. It's not smooth. It's not, elegant. It's more or less I'm pressing. I'm gonna play one half step too fast, so everybody's timing off. So maybe I'm wrong, but I think when Dallas play better when they have a lead, defensively and offensively, I think. But I think those were the notable wins and losses. I mean, the Patriots actually beat the Broncos. I mean, I would have bet the house that wouldn't have happened. The Raiders beat the Chiefs. I bet the house that wouldn't happen. And I was talking to a 49ers fans. I'm shocked because I was talking to a 49er fans before that game. And the 49er fan I was like, I'm pretty sure y'all going to blow them out. Because I didn't think that Baltimore offense were going to be able to score with their offense. It never dawned on me that Baltimore defense was going to completely shut down the 49ers offense to keep them off kilter so much that they was going to run the score from the way they did. Because let's be for real, 33-19 ain't indicative of what the score looked like or what that game looked like or felt. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. One of them touchdowns during desperation garbage time.
That's what I'm talking about. This wasn't something that was just this was even though that score was 33-19, it felt like it might have been a 70-3. The way it was just total domination.
That's a fact.
The defense, to be honest with you, it felt like the defense had the microphones in their helmets, and as they offense called the plays, they were literally running the routes for the running backs. I mean, for the wide receivers. And at one point in time,
that's a fact.
It was just crazy because this is a condensed show, and we want everybody. We ain't trying to hold everybody up, Do you want to? Do you have a player of the week, or do you want to transition into our top five, or what? Most people want to hear about our top fives.
Okay. I ain't got no notes with me, so
Me either. So
no actual player actually stands out to me like it normally do. You know what I'm
well, we
saying?
can go with the defense or offense then. See, I don't have any notes either. So, like I said, this is an on the fly show. We wasn't even gonna have one, but it was just so much, it was some things that we wanted to talk about. The turnovers that changed this weekend, and these high ranked teams. I mean, a lot of the top five teams lost this week. You do realize that, right?
Yeah.
A lot of these teams in the top five lost this week.
I mean, my top five still ain't changed much.
Did it? Mine's I'm gonna get to that with my top five. And mine ain't really changed much either, but I'm starting to see that people are looking at certain things like me, because I did do a little research today, and I was checking out the power ranking top fives for these different sports sites, the ESPN, the CBSs, the ABCs, the Sports Illustrated. And I hate to say it, but I feel like they're not giving us credit, but they're using some of our work. And I'll get to that. But I lost my train of thought. What were you talking about? I'm sorry, I'm running my mouth so much.
Just
talking about
top five in my top five.
Okay.
Changing much.
Oh no, a player of the week. I'm gonna give it to the Baltimore defense. So because I don't have notes either, you say you really didn't have a player of the week, nobody stood out. I'm gonna throw the Baltimore defense out there because
me too. That's a good one. I would too.
Because they look like our co-host Jay said so. We were playing. I don't know who we're playing. Oh, last week with that blowout, the Chargers got ran off the field by somebody. He was like, "This is a pro looking like they playing Pop Warner." And that's what their offense. That's what the defense of Baltimore looked like last night. They looked like a pro team playing some Pop Warner football guys out there on that field. So I'm giving my player of the week standing ovation to the Baltimore defense. I don't have any stats. I ain't do the research. Hey, we hanging out. We visiting our families. We doing the Christmas thing. Okay, but my top five. Do you want to go or I can go?
I'll go.
Okay.
I already know you gonna piss me off with yours.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Well, probably.
I know you do it every week.
Hey.
I got. I'm going with the Ravens and one, of course. I moved the 49ers to 2.
Okay.
Last week I hear 49ers Ravens, so they swapped. I'm scared to death of this thing. The Cleveland Browns. I got them at 3.
Okay.
Cleveland Browns at 3 with that defense and Joe Flacco.
Mm-hmm.
I got my Cowboys at 4. Because I checked the whatchamacallits too. I see that they had moved the Bills to 5 and moved my Cowboys to 6. On one of the ones I checked.
And then the other one they was at 4.
Yeah. I'm still the Buffalo Bills look better than they did when they were dropping all them games, but I'm still not sold on them. Only because of the Cowboy thing. Okay, that happened. Okay. But I still think that if we played the Buffalo Bills 10 times, we would win 8 of them games. And they turn around against a sorry Chargers team and pull that game out. They were supposed to lose to the Chargers. That would have derailed this whole Buffalo Bills situation. They figured out a way to pull off a little upset against the Chargers. And the Chargers are horrible. So I'm not sold on them. I just think that but I got the Cowboys 4. And you know what? I got the Rams 5.
Oh boy! Hey, so you ain't got the Lions nowhere.
Them boys
okay.
Too.
Okay. Well, this is mine. Did you even say Miami in yours? No. You didn't
Oh,
say
no, no,
Miami either.
no. No, I got Miami
Ah,
5.
okay. Because I was about to say you disrespected all the double win teams. Now you got the Browns in there before you got the. Whew, okay, which I got the Ravens at 1. I mean, of course, I wait on wins. And I already knew whoever win that game last night, was going to be 1. The person who lost was going to be 2. I don't think I need to drop the 49ers all the way down to 5 or out of it, because I think that's just be stupid right there. Now, if they would have lost to a 3-12 team, that'd be something else. But I got the Ravens at 1, 49ers at 2. I got Miami at 3. And I only got them at 3 right now, and not the Bills at 3, because they just beat Dallas. So I got the Miami at 3. I got the Bills at 4, and I got the Lions at 5. That's my top 5. That's my top 5.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna argue with it, even though I know that the Cowboys is better than Detroit. But I won't argue with that.
I mean, because I looked at a few of the power rankings, they are disrespecting the Cowboys. Some of them got Cowboys at 6, some of them got them at 8, and some of them got them at 10. I looked at them all because I couldn't believe when I did my top 5, and then I'll check my top 5 against what I think other people's top 5 is. And I was surprised to see the Bills constantly in those at 4 and 5, 4 and 5. Like they might have the Lions at 4 and Bills at 5, or had the Bills at 4 and the Lions at 5. And I put them in my top 5 last week. Now all of these sports writers are trying to put them in the top 5 this week. I've been having them in the top 5. I'm telling you, they listening. They ain't giving us credit, but they listening to what we're talking about. They're listening to what we're talking about now.
Yeah, but it's a pretty business going on with all this mess, man. I don't want to say stuff is rigged, like a lot of these conspiracy theories say, but how in the world do the Buffalo Bills come out against us, which was a top 3 defense in the entire NFL, and we can't stop the run at all? Buffalo ran the ball with us so bad that even if we knew what play was coming, we couldn't stop it. And then they're going to turn around and get the Chargers, the worst defense in football, and the Chargers stopping the run. Like Buffalo just abandoned the run. The Chargers were eating them up, and we couldn't do
it. Yeah, that happens sometimes.
I understand that, but man, there's some funny business going on, man. The Chargers, they can't stop nobody.
Well, they're probably going to say the Chargers probably focused on, let's not let them beat us by the run. Let's let them. I mean, but at the same time, y'all run defense look pretty good this weekend, because I watched them. Because I was thinking Miami. Well, no, not really, because that 31-year-old man was running down y'all throat to number 31.
Oh, more fit.
Yeah, he was running down y'all throats too. They just wasn't delivering enough and just kept letting it pound it and pound it and pound it like the Bills did. But yeah, I think Josh Allen was like, F it, I want to pass this thing. We'll run it. But I got. So who Dallas playing next week? Because we didn't even get. I guess if we want to, we can text our game-to-game breakdowns or something. Our picks throughout the week. We can text them, or me and you can do it right now, because I do have the next game's pick pulled up. And if you want me, if I can call them off and we can do it right now, I mean, that's up to you if you want to do it.
So yeah, we can.
All right.
I think we got the show.
I can tell you right here. Let me just clear. I got to erase one of my whiteboards right quick.
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna be writing as we do it. I'm
Yes,
gonna try
sir.
to write it in shorthand.
So what?
Uh,
Nah, I'm good, thanks. Yeah, the store thought I needed some help. So
I feel you. At least you in the city that they do that. They check instead of calling the cops saying somebody's weird sitting in a car or something. You know what I mean?
yeah, I know that's
All right, we got the first game is the Browns versus the Jets. I'm going
Browns.
with the Browns because you got me sold on them.
Sure, boy, you
Okay.
better look at that. Boy, you look at that defense.
Lions versus the Cowboys.
Cowboys.
I'm going with oh, that's a big game for y'all too.
Yeah, it is.
Because y'all can stop the narrative about y'all can't beat a team with a winning record. Because I think now you know how you were telling me that one of the teams, I don't know who you were telling me, you kept talking junk to me about they the sorriest team with the Eagles. I really think the Lions, to me, the Lions are that the sorriest team with a good record. You know what I mean?
The
I'm
Lions are
going.
going, but the Eagles gonna lose to the Cardinals this week. Watch.
Well, they play down to their talent. So we got the Texans. Well, I'm gonna write it the way it's supposed to be. We got the Titans versus Texans.
Mm,
Yes. I don't know because the Texans ain't doing too good now since they boy got hurt, but the Titans ain't winning nothing either. So I'm gonna go with the Texans.
me too.
Go with the Texans. All right. Then we got the Falcons versus the Bears. I'm gonna go with the Bears because they got me a win last week.
Give me the Falcons.
Okay. I'm going with the Bears. Falcons, they losing to people like the Carolina Panthers. I ain't got no respect when you do that. So you said Falcons, and I said Bears. Okay, we got oh shoot. Dolphins against the Ravens. I got to go with my number one pick. I'm going with the Ravens.
Me too, me too, me too.
Okay. All right. I'm a little slow, man. I'm having to write as we do this. I'm going with the Ravens. Okay, we got the Saints versus the Bucks.
Give me the Bucks, man. Saints trash.
And the Bucks been winning, man, because I've been picking them lately, and they been winning me some weekends.
Well, I hope Kiki watching too. Yeah, I said
Yeah, they've been beating they've been winning me. They've been winning. I think I picked them the last 3 or 4 weekends, and I ain't lost. Now this is you know what? Now this is what's probably gonna happen. Them stupid Patriots will probably beat. I'm going with the It's Patriots against the Bills. But I can see the Patriots coming to play, stopping this winning streak and knocking them out the playoffs just because.
but I'm
But
going
I'm going with the Bills.
with me too.
Because sometimes the Bills play down. All right, we got the Cards versus the Eagles.
Give me the Cardinals.
Oh, really?
Yes, Lord.
I'm going with the Eagles, man. I got to go with the Eagles.
Those boys, they should have lost to the Giants.
Yeah, that was ugly, man. Yeah, yeah. The Giants they had to them score a quick 1 point. I
Yep.
mean, get that touchdown,
Yeah, I'm talking
and they
about.
had plenty of time to do
Yes, sir. Man, they
it.
struggling
Yeah.
with this. Man, you struggling with a take about the Giants. And the Giants is the worst team in the NFL.
Well, I think Carolina Panthers is, but I think the Giants is are right there with them.
Yes, Lord.
All right, we got the Panthers versus the Jags, and the Jags been sucking. Whew, I think I'm gonna go with the Jags just because they got a better winning record.
Yeah, I'm going
You
with the
gonna,
Jags. Man, Trevor Lawrence can get it together.
I think he been out. Ain't he out? Is he out for the season too? I think he been out for a while. We
Maybe
got
he
the
is.
yeah, cause that's why I think they losing. I think he been out
Yeah.
for like the last 3 or 4 weeks. I think he out for the year,
Oh,
and that's
shoot.
why they been sucking. But I'm just going with the Jags because I just feel like Carolina just ain't gonna do
Yeah,
nothing this year.
yeah, I'm going to
All
stay with
right,
him.
we got the Colts versus the Raiders.
Give me the Raiders.
Okay, I think just for competition purposes, I'm gonna go with the Colts because I feel like the Colts won a good game for me last week. I could be wrong, but I think I went with the Colts last week, and I think they might have won, but I could be wrong. We got the Rams versus the Giants.
Give
I'm
me
gonna
the
go with the
Rams.
Rams. Oh yeah, I'm going with the Rams too, just
They
because
back.
I'm,
Them boys is back,
because they
boy.
winning. Yeah, they doing something.
Cooper Cup and all them boys back. That rookie receiver and that running back, Karen Williams. Well, them boys is back.
I got the Commanders, 49ers versus the Commanders.
49ers.
Yeah, me too. Shoot, there's a lot of games this weekend. Well, I'm about done. We got the Steelers versus the Seahawks. I'm gonna go with the Seahawks because I think they trying to get back to a winning record.
Yeah. Give me this. Give me the Steelers.
Okay, the Steelers been winning too. They
Mm-hmm.
they just blew my boys out last week.
They just gave Rudolph the quarterback that was the quarterback with them last year. They gave him another shot. He looked good this week.
I know he doggone blew my boys up. I said I was gonna go with the Seahawks. Well, I'm gonna tell you that black boy got to do a little bit better than what he doing with them doggone Seahawks. Oh shoot! Huh?
To my Geno Smith.
Yeah, man, he got to, man. He got to. He has to. We got the back. This would be a really good game if we had a starting quarterback worth anything. The Bengals versus the Chiefs. I mean, the way both teams are playing, it's a dirt bowl. The
Give me the
Chiefs ain't
Bengals.
showing. Chiefs ain't showing nothing. I think I'm gonna pick the Bengals too because I'm gonna go with the Chiefs just because they got to win a game. I mean, they can't lose two in a row. And the Bengals just got blowed out by the Steelers. I think it was 31 to 10 or something, 11 or something like that.
Yeah. Now give me the
So,
Chiefs.
all right, because it was 34-11.
I don't like betting against Pat Mahomes and Andy Reid.
I'm talking about me either, especially off a loss.
Man.
He might not even be trying to throw. Sometimes he'll get where he want to run everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because he don't trust his receivers. We got Chargers versus Broncos.
Give me Chargers.
Okay. I'm going to go with the Broncos. Chargers, for some reason, they be losing. And plus, they don't have their starting quarterback. So you going with Chargers. I'm betting that game on Russell Wilson. The Packers versus the Vikings. I'm going to go with the Packers. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Packers too.
Mm-hmm.
Packers versus the Vikings. All right. I mean, shoot, we got a couple games that we'll be going head to head against, which is the Falcons and the Bears, the Cardinals and the Eagles, the Raiders and the Colts, and the Seahawks and the Steelers, the Chargers and Broncos. So this will be an interesting weekend pick-wise. Well, I think it's time to sign off. I mean, we were going to just try to keep it short and sweet. If I would have had this already written out, it would have been a little bit quicker, but because I had to write it as it ended, it kind of went a little long. I wanted to keep it right at 30 minutes, if not even shorter than that. We had 34. So I guess, I want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And let me know if we busy day after New Year's. I mean, we can do a more condensed version then. Or if everybody back settled down in their place, we can go back to the normal scheduled broadcasting. It's all up into what my co-hosts want to do because I'm very flexible and pretty much anything and everything. Because the third week of January, I might have to do it from the airport. So, I might have to let you run the show. However. because I think I might be back. I might be getting back that night, or I might have to do it driving in the car from the airport or something. So we'll get it worked out.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Happy New Year, man. Always, sending out my love to everybody.
No doubt. Love.
All right. Have a good weekend. Drive safe and happy New Year.
Thanks, bro.
All right. I'm signing off, everybody. Blessings. Until 2024, I'll see you.